Good morning, afternoon, actually. So I just wanted to, first off, let me give you a disclaimer. I just got out of the shower. I got really dry skin and I haven't moisturized it yet. And I'm folding clothes, as you can see back there. I'm watching court because that's what I like to do in my free time on my off days. And I wash my hair, so right now I'm steaming it to keep that moisture in. Anyway, I just came to give a little positive word and share a little bit about what I have gone through in the past few weeks. So recently, I don't want to disrespect anybody. Well, I'm not going to disrespect anybody because I understand people go through stuff. And so God will remove people from your life. And you'll be thinking, or I was thinking, oh my goodness, I would never do anything to purposely hurt this person. I love this person. And, all of this stuff. And it really hurt to know that this person thought that I would intentionally or unintentionally hurt them or harm them in any way. So anyway, that's all that to say. Sometimes God will force people to move themselves out of your life. Because I'm that type of person that as long as we can have a conversation, I will hold on to you. And I hold on to people and things much longer than I should. And in this situation, this person wanted to take time away from me. And I respect that. Because, boundaries, right? And we all have boundaries and we all have to stick to them. And where I was wrong, I asked God to show me and I apologized. And then also, I'm learning to really know myself and who I am as a person and who I am at the core. And that's only with God's help. God showed me who I am. And God has given me grace. And because God gave me that grace, who am I not to give myself grace? So this leads me to also, I need to have boundaries. This person said that they wanted to distance themselves from me, and that's fine. And that hurt. And initially, I was willing to wait to reunite. And then last night, and this happened before last night, where I came to the realization that this is just the end of a chapter. And it was a really good chapter. And I thank God for them, and I pray nothing but the best in their lives. And I'm also going to just have boundaries. And I can't allow myself to get back into this type of relationship, knowing that there's a possibility that I may have this type of issue again. And hard things happen. Hard conversations have to happen. Sometimes that brings people closer together, and other times it breaks them apart. And I'm still so grateful that we were friends in the first place. I had a dream about this person last night, and it felt so real. So real to the point that we were hashing out the situation, right? And then I wake up and I realize that it was just a dream. But also I have been asking God that if I need to open my door, my heart's door, my spiritual door, whatever you want to call it, if I need to open my figurative door for this person, then tell me. Because I'm a person, I need you to be direct with me. I don't read between no. I can read between lines, but I I try not to take things personal because people got lives and people be going through stuff, and a lot of times you be mad at a person about something and it has nothing to do with you, or that person is dealing with something that has nothing to do with you. So that is why I'm like, if there's an issue with me, just come on and let's talk about it and whatsoever, um because I am a person that once that door is closed, that it has to stay closed. Just out of respect for myself and out of my expectations, out of relationships, friendships, and just any type of connection with me. Because I know my intentions. And I'm not saying that their intentions are bad or anything like that, but I know that I have truly been doing the work and trying to strengthen and grow my relationship with Christ, and actually actively paying attention to how I treat people, and treating the people the way that I would want to be treated. But you cannot expect you out of others. And that's okay. That's life. You have to learn from lessons. I have truly learned a lesson. And again, I really do wish them the best in life. Nothing but health, success, and lots of happiness. And I'm also grateful that this situation did shake up my life, because I already had a relationship with God, but it made me want to hear God's voice, because I needed to know what to do in this situation. Having somebody so close to me feel like I have wronged them was very damning to my pride and my ego. And after I took my ego out of it and I asked God to show me where I was wrong, he did. And I had to forgive myself first. And I can't expect somebody else to forgive me, but I do forgive myself, because God forgives me. And I thank God for forgiving me. And I thank God for his grace. And I'm learning to give myself that same grace. I'm learning to love myself as God loves me. And it is not easy. I'd be lying if I say it was easy. But it's not. But it can definitely be done. And I am definitely worthy of the type of love that I give. I deserve that reciprocation and the respect that I'm looking for out of relationships and friendships, or whatever type of connection, like I said, to me. And that person does not have to deal with me, being that they felt like I was disrespectful or wrong to them. And I had to accept that, and I accept that. And unlike the old me, I'm going to stand on my boundaries, and I'm going to keep that door closed. Because that's just what God is telling me to do right now. I won't say that my heart is telling me to do that, but I am definitely, I want to do what God say to do. And God is just so good, because since then, and not saying that this is like that person held me back or anything, because I don't believe that person held me back at all. But I do believe certain things have to happen in order for you to be able to have a different perspective of life. And I don't want to use the word elevate, but a synonym for elevate, because I don't want to be shady. And I have seen shots been thrown, and I just thank God that I've changed. And although it hurts, those are just words. And that is a hurting person and I pray for their peace. And I ask God to, and I pray for their forgiveness. And if they can't forgive me, then I am still okay with that, because as long as God forgives me, that's the only one who matters. And I really had to get out of the ego thing too, because I had to realize that only God's perception of me matters. Not even mine. It matters a lot less than my own perception of me. How crazy is that? It only matters what God thinks of me. And I'm okay with that. And I thought I was okay with that before. And then I went through a whole little feeling of, oh, they're going to be talking about me. In my head, and I didn't tell nobody this, but I don't like when people talking about me. Who likes when people talking about them anyway? But I'm just feeling like, dang, I don't want them to be going on no smear campaign. But whatever, you know, it is what it is. So I just wanted to come to say, hard situations happen so that you can get closer to God. And really realize that it's only, you know, the troubles don't last always. The storm does not last forever. You can get over it, especially if you got God. You really realize how unimportant these earthly situations are. So I just want to keep you all lifted in prayer. I love you. Thank you for watching. And say a prayer for me, if you know the word of prayer. And also, you know, I do have people who know God and who are praying for me on a daily. And I thank them, and I love them, and I thank God for them. And get you a circle, a triangle, a dot. Get you somebody in your life who knows God, who has a relationship, a serious relationship with God. A serious relationship with God. God just wants a little bit of time. He wants more than a little bit of time, but you got to be serious about him. And I'm serious about God. He is really changing my life. And I'm so grateful. But I'm going to go, y'all, because I got to dry my hair. I got to pick my daughter up from her little dance practice and all of that. And I got to go to the herb shop and look for a few things for my nephew. But anyway, thank y'all. Y'all have a blessed day. I love you.